Hi, what is a VPN? VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. For suppose a nation's military army is trying to attack another nation's military army through a particular sea. So, if they want to attack the other nation's military army, they have to traverse through a particular ship on the surface of the sea. But if they do like that, the other nation's military army, they can easily identify them and they can defeat in the particular war as well. That's why in order to not noticed by the other military's army, this particular military army can always traverse through a submarine where they are invisible to the other people, other military's army, right? So there will be always a high chance for the initial military army, whatever we have discussed, that they can easily attack and they can even win in the particular war as well. Exactly similar to that one, the VPN works. So if you are accessing internet or a particular website from your computer, right? So whatever the authentication and authorization that you are allowed to use the particular computer and you are allowed to use the particular network, and if you access the internet, the attackers, they can always find the authentication and authorization. Authentication in the sense whatever the credentials that you use, and the authorization in the sense whatever the processes that you are following and whatever the actions that you are doing. That means whatever the site you are opening, all those particular things they can always identify, right? So in order to not to be get identified by the particular attackers and all, what you can do is that you can always have a private network. How? A virtual private network you can always have. So now let us see how it works actually. So let me take another example as well. For example, say if you are sitting in a coffee shop, your favorite coffee shop, right? So, and if you want to, from that coffee shop itself, if you want to access a particular website, say Google, if you want to search something in Google, then what you can do, you can always directly, okay, so if you are using the Wi-Fi's of the particular coffee shop, whatever the free Wi-Fi that the coffee shop is providing, so if you want to use that one, you can always use, okay, and you can always access the particular Google server, right? This is the Google server, okay, so this is the free Wi-Fi, okay, that will be accessing, and this is the Google server, right? So now if we access like that, because of the reason it is a free network, the attackers, what they can do, they can always identify the particular authentication and authorization of yours, right? So what are your credentials that you have accessed and what sites you are using, okay? So again, not only Google, if you access another site as well, all those particular thing, all those particular details they can always identify as well. So that is why it is always not a good practice, okay, so to use in the public networks just like free Wi-Fi and all. So then in order to avoid that one, what you can do, you can always use a VPN. How? So let me delete this one again. So this is your computer, okay, so and you are in the particular coffee shop, okay, so and for suppose this is the Google server, right? So now whatever the particular Google server, okay, that is available over here, if you want to access that Google, right? So you will not directly access by using the free Wi-Fi. And again, for example, say this is your organization's laptop, whatever the laptop that you are using is the organization's laptop, and because it is the organization's laptop, for suppose you are working in a particular organization, okay, Indian MNC like Infosys, okay, so what this particular organization will be doing, so this particular organization will be using a VPN, it will be providing a VPN, you have to install VPN on your particular system, okay, then only you can access the internet basically, right? So whenever you are accessing the internet, right? So whatever the particular internet you will be accessing, so you can always access through the particular VPN tunnel, right? It will be going through a particular VPN tunnel, and then it will be accessing the particular VPN server that is available in your organization. So this is Infosys, okay, and this is particular VPN server if we consider. So it will be accessing the VPN server. VPN server. This is the Infosys VPN server, for example, say. So it will be accessing this particular VPN server, and through this one only it will be going through the particular Google website and all. Because it is only Google, it will be allowing access. Okay. So organization, what does it will be doing? For any anonymous website, if you want to access, they won't be allowing you. Okay. So for the same reason, and if they give all access also, so everything it will be going through their VPN, right? That is the particular thing, so that other people, they do not even know that you are existing in the network. Even if some other attackers are there somewhere, okay, they are trying to attack your particular system, okay, so attack your particular packets, okay, if they want to identify your packets, okay, and they cannot do that one because of the reason this is going through a VPN, virtual private network, provided by your organization, right? And again, even the communication from the Google as well, okay, it will be coming through the VPN, okay. This is the request that will come into the Google, and again Google sends the communication to the particular VPN server of your organization, and again from the VPN server you will be getting through the DNS tunnel, okay, so you will be getting to your particular system, right? So that is how it happens. So as we have discussed, the two uses that whenever you use VPN like this, what happens? So whatever the authentication is there, your authentication, okay, so cannot be identified by the attackers, okay, and apart from that, authorization. So authentication in the sense, what are the credentials are there, okay, so what are the login details are there, they cannot identify, and also the authorization. So what are the processes that you are using, okay, and what are the particular websites that you are using, okay, so what are the resources that you are using, all those particular stuff they cannot identify, right? This is the particular thing that the VPN will be doing. You cannot, your identity, your authentication or authorization will not be identified by anyone, because you are not using a public network, but you are using a virtual private network. So because here in this case your organization is providing, you are using, so similarly, right, for your private laptop also, okay, if this is the organization laptop, you can always use like this, but if you are for your personal laptop, okay, if you want to use a VPN, you can always use, so you can always pay for it, and you can always use a VPN. VPN providers are there, okay, so you can always contact them and you can always get the particular VPN. So through the VPN you can always access the particular internet, so that your authentication and authorization will be unknown to anybody. As an anonymous user you can always access. But here, so even the some VPN, okay, so VPN servers, okay, they will be analyzing your logs as well, okay. So no VPN policy whenever you are going for a VPN, okay, paid VPN, so no log policy analysis. If they do have no log policy analysis, then only you can always go for the particular VPN, okay. If they do not have any log policy, identification of any log policy, okay, then only you can always go. Otherwise, if they again identify your logs, it is of no use only, right? It's even the people who are maintaining that VPN, they can always find your logs, okay, and they can always, whenever they identify the logs and whenever they analyze the logs, what are the actions that you do, they can definitely know, right? So this is the particular stuff. So in this way the VPN works actually. So with the help of a VPN tunnel, the traffic will be going through the VPN server, and from the VPN server through the internet you will be accessing the particular websites and all. In that way your information will be safe. As an anonymous user you can always access, so your authentication or authorization will not be known to anyone. Please like, share and subscribe the channel so that it will be useful for others as well. This is all in this particular video. Again, we will be meeting with another topic. Until then, have a great time. Bye bye.